Hello everyone, my name is Duarte Moya and I'm here to talk about a subject that you might not be aware of, but it's changing our lives as we see it today. And I'm a computational biologist myself, and I see this effect every day, and that's why I think I need to talk to you about this. And this is this one here. Moore's law will change your life. Your life, my life, everybody's life. And you might not know who Moore is, and so I'll give you a brief history about it. Gordon E. Moore was the co-founder of Intel, the chip maker, and in the 50s he said this about computers, and everybody laughed at him in the beginning, but it has been proven time and time again, and will continue in the future if I'm right, which I think I am. So, the number of transistors per chip that yields the minimum cost per transistor has increased at the rate of roughly a factor of 2 per year. This basically means that right about 2 years, every 2 years, computers will become twice as fast, or close to that. And that has been shown historically, and you can see the progression of the speed on this line here. So the time is on the bottom, and on the y-axis is the speed of the processors. As you can see, it's a logarithmic scale, and it's going on a straight line, and it will be going like that for at least 10 years. And that makes things like this, phones like that have 2 or 3 years, seem like ancient history to all of you. You all have things like this now: iPhones, Blackberries, Android phones, and in 2 or 3 years' time, you'll be looking at these like these are things that should be in a museum or something like that. Here is a concept phone that will be in your near future in about 1 or 2 years. Basically, you'll project a keyboard on a table, you'll project a video on a screen, and you'll be carrying your computer with you everywhere you go. With pretty much the same capacity as today's laptops. The effects of Moore's law. Computers will become exponentially fast, exponentially cheaper as a unit of computational power, and will be embedded electronics everywhere we go. You'll have wearable jackets with every sort of gizmos. You'll have phones that will be your wristwatch, things like that. The internet will become physically in nature. Everything will be embedded with microchips. TVs, tables, coffee mugs, everything will have an IP address. And this thing logging on to the internet will completely vanish from your children's vocabulary. There will be no logging on or logging off. You'll always be logged on in the internet. And there will be no more personal computers. That doesn't exist anymore. You'll have something that will project a screen anywhere you go, and you'll have all your data on the cloud, so there'll be no more personal computers. There will be no need for a personal computer anymore. You can see here an augmented reality of a guy using walls as his personal computer in this case. And this is a very important one, and you should be aware of it right now. Your life is going to be public by default. If you don't say anything, assume that it's going to be there, out there. So be careful about what you put online. Language barriers will be a thing of the past. You'll speak on a phone, and the person on the other side will hear you in Chinese, Japanese, whatever. They'll speak Japanese to you, and you'll hear it in perfect English. So that will be also a thing of the past. And this is the most the thing that will change society more. Physical money will no longer exist. Everything will be an electronic transaction. You won't have money, so nobody will steal your money, except banks maybe. So I'm going to show you a day in the near future. I don't know how long this is going to be, how many years it will take, but it'll be here in the near future. So 8:35 a.m. You wake up to alarms that are aware of your schedule. They know everything about you, travel patterns, your sleep cycle, and they'll wake you up when it's time to go. 9:45, you're in the shower. You have information dotted all over your shower. You'll have mirrors that will show you the details of where you're traveling, what is the weather there, or your calendar, everything like that. You can see an example here. As you can see, I'm not completely crazy. There's people already doing it. It's just too expensive right now. 9 o'clock, coffee is ready. They start doing the coffee when you woke up, and it'll be ready for you in your kitchen. 9:30, you'll start your work. The majority of the third sector jobs, commercial jobs, whatever, all the jobs will be done from home because it's too expensive and it's too bad for the environment if you have to commute every day. And most of these jobs you don't need to commute. So you work from home, but it won't be like this. You won't be like that. Because that's the vision that we have of working from home today. And it won't be that way. You'll be in a virtual environment. You'll know all of your colleagues. You'll see them all day in a virtual reality environment. Information gathering while you're working will be done like this. You'll have implantable lenses in your eyes. You'll have neurons connected to radio chips and things like that. So you'll be communicating in a very almost telepathic way to all your colleagues. As I said, there will be no logging on or logging off. Your internet will be your life while you're working. And if you do have to travel, you'll be traveling something like this: autonomous vehicles. You'll know that the computers will know that you have to go to work. There'll be a car that goes by to your house at the proper time to take you. You'll get into the car. You won't be driving because this thing will be going hundreds of miles an hour, inches from the car in front of you, and you won't be able to do that as a driver. You'll be driving it itself to where you have to go. Returning home, all your electronics will be connected to the internet. You're not really doing grocery shops. The groceries will be delivered to your door because your fridge will know what's necessary to buy. It's as simple as that. You'll have a database of your favorite products. When it's time to go, you'll call the Tesco and bring it home. So heating and cooling will be autonomous, of course. Your favorite media will be streamed to any active screens in your house. It will be almost all screens in your house. All walls will be able to stream your data. All your pictures, everything will be online. So as a conclusion, I would like to put to you that information technology will change your life by embedding itself in everything you do. And I mean everything you do. And it will change everything. It will change how you work, how you commute, how you relate to each other, and how you socialize online and offline. And people might be a bit scared of it. It's very daunting. So people are afraid of changing. But I put to you that there is no need to change. To be afraid of this change, just be ready for it. Enjoy the ride and have fun. I assure you it will be worth it. So I thank you very much for your time, and I'm open to questions, whatever you want to ask. Thank you.
Hi, I have a question. What if I can't, I think you touched on this maybe during the presentation, what if I can't afford, or a family, committee, my business can't afford to adopt it? It seems it will happen eventually.
Yeah.
Obviously, working more small.
Yeah, more small.
At what point in time would it be affordable?
Okay, Bobby, thank you very much. So this is a very common question that people will say. They look at these things, marvelous gadgets, and they ask, I won't be able to afford it. This is only for rich people. This is what people will ask. And I put to you that this already exists. If you're Bill Gates right now, this life already exists. Maybe not the autonomous cars. He has drivers for him. But most of this technology already exists. There's nothing new about it. It's just too expensive. And what Moore's law brings to the table is that it will be cheap. It will be expensive today. It won't be expensive next year or maybe next month. Things will just dramatically decrease in price. And just if it's not available for you right now, it will be available for you next year. The iPad is not available for you 5 years ago, but today everybody can buy one. relatively speaking. So it's just a question of time. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Two rounds of applause. So just over 10 minutes.
Was it okay?
Good timing. How was it?